Hey everybody, it's birdie time. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Northside Park, one of the two courses that we'll be playing in the Chainhawk Open, 13th annual Chainhawk Open. So we, MA1, MPO, and a few other divisions will be playing Northside twice. So I'm going to just give this course a run of it, a little practice round, give you a little idea of what the layout's going to be from the long pads, and hopefully along the way you can glimpse what the short pads might look like too. Let's get out there and see if we can have a good round.
First through of the day, that was...
Well, this is nearly the ideal spot, but there's some stuff in the way. It's still a gettable shot, but we'll see what happens. Okay, I think I'm about 40 short, 35 short, but with the putt. Oh, yeah. Bad putt. At least I got a birdie opportunity. How's that doing? I'll take a par. At 282 feet, the A position here is not too difficult to reach. It's all about hitting the gap and letting your disc do the rest of the work. I've got a circle one putt. It's a good start. Hole 3 is only 310, but it is tucked into the woods on the right. A lot of people would benefit from the forehand. If you know me, I'm throwing the backhand. See if I can flip it just enough. Sit down. All right, I hit the line, I skipped past it, that's okay. Still a putt. Nailed it. Awesome. This one's a bit hard to see from the tee pad, but it's tucked back in there, about 400 feet away. This is another basket where maybe a forehand would work. For me, another turnover shot. Fade a little bit. Crossover. All right, I think I made it across the OB Creek, which is important. So this ditch here and on this side as well, coming from the tee pad over, all OB. It will be painted, so you'll be able to tell. I am kind of in the ditch, but I'm calling it in because there's no line right now. But where I am probably will be OB in the tournament.
Yeah.
Awesome. Par. Probably actually OB, but still, I parred it for me.
You're looking good today.
Thanks. I didn't shower or anything.
Oh.
Hole 5, the far pin is tucked way back in there. It's a tough one to birdie. For me, it's a flip-up shot. There is OB toward the road in that ditch, so want to stay left, but also the creek on the left is OB. Just get it all the way there down the center. It's easy. Long putt. It's good. Well, this is a tough putt, but it is an opportunity, so I'll happily take it.
Good run.
That's it. Oh, cashed it. Oh, yes. What a line. Incoming. Sorry. Hole 6 is 391 feet. The main thing to worry about is getting it too far right and early. There's a water pit there. You don't want to go in that. But otherwise, just a kind of straight shot out in the open. short. I'll probably run that putt. It's not too bad. Not always the smartest putt to run up on the podium, but I love my highlights and I love my fails, so I'm going for it. Oh, well, we've got 277. It's a little blocked from here. You really can't quite see it until you're up there. But I like to go right side gap with the hyzer. You can go wide left with the forehand. I've seen it with Firebirds get all the way there nicely. But backhand for me. See if I get close. Oh yeah, I went all the way up. I think I'm 20 feet right. Thought I stayed 20 right, actually came 25 long. Still C1, still an opportunity. Got it. All right, stuck. Hole 8, 428, all the way up by the bathrooms there. I play the more stable shot off to the left side out in the open. There's kind of a dangling tree that blocks a lot of upshots, so I like to get it way left out there if I can, or just jam it forward far enough to have an open long putt. Well, too much anhyzer on that. No chance for it to get an actual skip to the left. I should be able to scramble it from there. Not my ideal spot, but it should be fun. We have one of those rare circumstances where I will be throwing a forehand. I just think the gaps on the right are too small and difficult, so I'm going for the skip shot to the pin. The only downside is if I go 25 past on the sidewalk is OB by the bathroom, so you gotta watch out for that. It's rough, but it's there. I have the putt. Par saved it. I'm happy. Fresh off a mediocre tee shot, we've got 402 to the pin, a gap to hit, got to move right and come back if you're going right hand backhand. I can't throw it dead straight 400, but see if I have a long putt. Too high. That's bad. That's really bad. This is far from ideal, and I hate to have to hit a gap, especially with the forehand, so I'm going to go wide right, skip shot, hopefully just have a putt to save it. So bad. Well, my score is likely to take a little hit here, but I guess I have a 1% chance of landing this. That was terrible. Ugh. Well, that's a nice little demonstration of how important it is to get past those trees that I hit, because then you're kind of in the open, you have a scramble shot from there. But where I was very difficult to get all the way up to the circle. So yeah, don't be like me, don't hit those early trees. This one usually is a bounce back birdie, so hopefully I can get it. No, that's so bad. I don't know if I've ever thrown that bad on this hole.
You've ever had.
Well, this is one of the worst tee shots I've ever had in this hole. It's a very simple routine throw out of that gap. Just pulled it, just terrible. It happens. Really? Straight into it? I didn't give it height? Falling apart. Ugh. It'd be fine if that was for birdie. Not my best showing the last two holes, but we'll forget about it and move on. I tend to play the back nine well, so I can still kind of hoping for like a 5 or 6 down. But this one, 416, it's a tough one to get the line all the way there, but we'll see. Get off that. Oh, that's too high. Doggone it. 3 in a row that I've shanked. That's the line. I just have to not hit something on my swing. Oh, that's too straight. I think I just threw into the OB. This round is officially great.
No, no.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
So just for a little public awareness, it's common courtesy for slower groups to let people through. But if you want to play through a group, don't yell at them while they're in the middle of throwing. It's usually seen as super rude. And we've let, I think, 6 groups play through us today while we're out filming. We've always been polite about it and let them by. But this is the first time that we were in the middle of our swing and they started yelling at us from 250 feet back on the tee pad, asking us to play through. So don't be like that. Don't do that. My round officially off the rails, but whatever. It's just a practice round, right? All right, this one is 300 feet off to the right. You can forehand. I'll go turnover. Extremely lucky. I had a great putting day. Keeping up the mediocrity. Hole 13, 283 for me. Backhand to right hand, a little bit of drift from left to right. I've seen a couple of great forehands too, but they can also maybe hyzer in too much and get in trouble to the right side. So backhand for me. A little too far left, but that's still a putt. Hopefully back on the birdie train after that disastrous set of holes, but it's a really good 2 to take. 264 feet, a little bit of drift to the right, kind of similar to the last hole in the fairway shape, but the obstacles are kind of moved around and shuffled. Also opposite wind, because we're throwing in the opposite direction. So I'll kind of stable up, disc up a tiny bit, just kind of keep it low and hopefully slide it up into the circle. That's too low. Not what you want to do. So even though I shorted it and kind of messed it up, I think my decision, my strategy was still sound because I have an edge of circle putt. So it's good enough to at least get there.
That's how you do it.
Messed it up and worked it out. Hole 15 is a par 4, 565 feet. You have the option of going off to the right, but you can't go around because there is a Mando left over there, so you got to watch out for that and make that gap. Or you can go for the left, which is what I tend to do, throw with a little bit of hyzer and give myself that gap for the upshot for the birdie. I can't tell if I'm in that bush. If I'm not, it's a great shot. If I am, it's unfortunate. This is basically the ideal spot, right in this kind of gap here. Too much far. That hurts to not execute even close. Next time with the low ceiling, I'm not going putter. Got up there.
Did y'all throw a disc over here?
Par. Hard at work, making the course look pretty.
Our unspoken heroes.
Trying not to get cameo over here.
314, a little hard to clear both OBs and stick that little spot by the basket, but it's doable. If it's not windy, then it's pretty good.
Go on now.
Yeah. Right up by the tree, that's a perfect shot. This one's a good 2. There will be 4s and probably some 5s on this hole. Anybody who gets caught up early and goes drop zone becomes immediately very mentally tough. 344 to that far pin here. There's 2 stretches of OB to clear, and then off to the right is also OB. And then parking lot and road, it's kind of all over the place. But as long as you're kind of in the middle under that tree or just past it, you're in a great spot.
What hole is it?
Probably 17.
Yep. Birdie. Oh. Oh.
It's a putt. I could have held it out a little further right. That was so bad. So bad, Bradley. That's all I need. It's an unfortunate par, especially when Devin called it as a birdie. He barely even looks embarrassed. It's fine. I gave myself an opportunity. I'm fine with it. We made it to the final hole, 613-foot par 4. Pretty much a big wide open shot with OB on the right side. When you get to the putting green, there is OB in that pond behind the basket. So a little bit to watch out for. That's not good. That makes it very tough to get all the way there for the birdie. Well, my tee shot wasn't great, but as mediocre as it was, I still have a birdie chance. It's just over 300 to the pin. I'm going FD1, trying to play it for a little bit of a skip and hopefully slow it down up to the pin. If it goes in the water, it goes in the water. I can always get another one. Okay. Short, but I have that putt. Didn't throw too far. Right about at 40 feet, 39 feet, which from where I was, I'm pretty happy with. A little opportunity. This could always go in the water, so tournament play, especially on the 18th hole, I'll know if I need to actually run this or not. Left side, dang it. Too hesitant, too bad. Well, overall, not one of my actual best scores out here, for sure. But for a practice round with a double bogey, that's pretty rare for me. Usually I have a long putt on 11. Overall, I had my birdies, I had my opportunities, and I just messed a few up. So, pretty good day.